Okay, here's a quick little tutorial for when you're using Banditsign. What you're using. When you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, you should be buying a 1 by 2 by 36-inch stake. So it's 3 foot long, 1 by 2 wide. Well, they call them 1 by 2s, but some of them aren't really 1 by 2s. So you're going to have to buy whatever they have. But I prefer the thicker ones if you have it. See how much thicker that is than the little thinner ones. But every now and then, that's all they have when they get them in for their suppliers. They get these instead of these big thick ones. I like the big thick ones because they go on the ground a lot easier. Alright, when you put them together, you're going to put them together and they're going to look like this. Right there, you're going to have about 2 inches or so on top showing out, and these are button cap nails. I'm going to put 2 to 3 of those in. And I use 1 inch so that way they don't hardly go through. Well, they go through a little bit on the smaller stake. But I use just a 1 inch button cap nail. And then when you put them in the ground, you're going to put them in. You want them to go in at least that deep. You know, I mean, sometimes they only go that deep because it's really hard, but I like to try to get them about that deep. So there's only about 3-4 inches of the stake showing out of the ground. In fact, what you do if you have people taking them, just take a marker or black spray paint and spray. And that way, when that line disappears, you've done your job. And here's the actual button cap nail. Again, it's a roofing nail. You can buy them in a little box or a big deal like this. We buy them by the pail, and it's got the little button cap on it. It'll be orange or green. I think even sometimes purple. That's the deal. I use a 1 inch. Then the hammer you're going to use, this is the hammer to put them together, just a regular old hammer. But now to put them in the ground, you've got to buy a big hammer. You need to buy this. I think this one is probably right at 2 pounds, and this one might be 1.5 pounds. I don't know. Maybe they're both 2. I'm not sure. But anyway, whatever type you like. I like this one. This is my favorite hammer. But you need to buy one of these hammers because if you try to put them in the ground with these, I don't care if it's wet or whatever, they don't drive them hard enough, fast enough, and what happens is it's a 13-ounce hammer, and they're going to fall over whenever you leave about 20 minutes later with no wind. So put them in the ground with these, and they'll go in no problem in about, 3 to 7 whacks, and they'll go in the ground deep enough that you're okay. All right, that's your quick Banditsign tutorial. All right, thanks.